Hey loves, it's TJ Sykes, and I am here to help people live beautiful through self-care on steroids. And today we're going to talk about what is making your life harder than it has to be, what's stunting your growth, and what is keeping you from experiencing all the happiness and joy that you possibly can. We're going to talk about 3 things before my battery dies. There are a gazillion things that it could be, but we're just going to focus in on 3 things today. Before I get started, I want you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, I want you to give this video a heart because love is the highest vibrational frequency, and that's what we want to do here. Keep the vibe high so that we can get more of that love and joy and positivity back to us and live the life of our dreams. All right, on both platforms, you can save this video to your favorites. On Facebook, there are some dots up above. You can click there and save it. And on YouTube, you can save it to your favorites below. And please know that sharing is caring. We all know someone who could use this information. So please feel free to share this with them. We want to make the world a better place and make people happy. Without further ado, we're going to talk about three reasons your life is harder than it has to be and why you are not experiencing as much joy as you can. The first one is accountability. Are you accountable for yourself? Are you giving other people the power over you? Are you allowing other people to bring your vibe down? I'm going to tell you, if you're doing that, it is entirely 100% your fault. We all have choices, and I apologize, this alarm. Okay, we have choices, and the choice is ours to make, okay? If you are allowing someone to make you sad or, bring you down, you need to remove yourself from that situation. Whatever it is, we need to be responsible for disassociating ourselves with the negative energy and associating ourselves and putting ourselves in environments that are conducive to our growth, conducive to our high vibration, and to our happiness. Also, are you not taking ownership of things that you do that may be wrong? Now, accountability can cover several areas, but these are the 2 that I'm talking about. Are you not owning your mistakes? Own your mistakes. If you have done something wrong to a person, for example, apologize. I don't relate to this being afraid to apologize or admit that I'm wrong type thing. I don't understand that type of thinking, and there is no place for that kind of thinking if you truly want to live the life that you desire. Most people want to live a life full of happiness and joy, full of great and all that's pure and decent. Most people want that. Man up, make it right. Apologize. And when I say man up, I'm talking to man, woman, whoever, child, whatever. Own up, apologize for the mistake, and move on. Do what you need to do to make it right. If you owe money, pay the money back. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. The whole pointing the finger and not taking responsibility for parts that we play in any type of scenario. Do away with that as well. If you are utterly, I wouldn't say utterly responsible, but if you are partially responsible, whether it's 50%, 60%, 40%, just own the part that you play and move on. All right, next, attitude. Is it positive? We want to keep our attitudes very positive because what we put out, we get back. And I've come to expect loving and positive interactions with every human being that I encounter because that's what I put out. That is what I come to expect. And I think that whatever your attitude, whatever you give is what you give back. If you are always ready to pop off, and I can relate to that because I used to be that person. I am feisty and sassy and my temper used to be pretty, short. And I remember like just being on ready all the time. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with speaking up for yourself when it's time or being ready to defend yourself when it's time. But if you are walking around in a space of always ready, then that is what you are going to get, my friend. I'm telling you. And who wants to live that way? I got tired of it. It's like great and it's all cool and popping if you ready for any type of what do you call it, confrontation. But who wants to live that kind of life? And my thing is, you should always expect every interaction to be loving and positive, no matter what, because that is what you are giving. Again, what we give is what we get. And then number 3, are you hoping for the best, expecting the worst? Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. And that is you're operating in a frequency of lack. Your dominant frequency is what your life is. Think about it. Okay, you want to go ahead and change that. We spend a lot of time living in the past instead of living our future. And why are you not living your future? And when I say live your future, what is it that you want in your life? Envision it. If you want to be this free-spirited, poetic hula hoop dancer, then start taking the steps toward that. It's not going to come to you. It's not going to fall in your lap. Take steps towards that because we are about having a good time. It's not going to fall in your lap. You're at work and you don't have time. No, you can do small things towards that. Okay? So you want to live your future. If you're living the past, like what did so-and-so say to you 2 Christmases ago and it had you this way and that way, and then every other month you're, regurgitating the whole scenario, it's going to continue. You're going to continue to attract that same thing. And it is time for you to make the shift. When you make that shift, you will see a transformation in your life. I am telling you, I'm not just saying this, I'm speaking from my own experience. I'll give you an example and we'll go back to the attitude piece and expecting the worst piece. Both of those, everything kind of goes hand in hand. Okay, so I had this thing where I felt like people would be prejudging before I got to them. First of all, that's what people do. People do it. You're not going to get around it. So what? Who cares? Now, you have a choice. This is what I'm saying to myself. You have a choice to always feel this and always, because what happens is when I think that, and when I think that they're thinking about me in a negative way, the interaction is usually less than favorable. Okay. So I decided, how about I just wipe all of that away? If they're prejudging, so what? People do it. It is human nature. I need to, whatever it is, I need to get from point A to point B. I need to ask this question to do that, whatever it is. But now I'm going to lead with love. I'm going to lead with a genuine smile and an open heart. And I'm just going to just push through as TJ, right? And so when I do that, what do I get? I get people holding doors for me. I get people in the parking lot like, hello, trying to get my attention just to speak. Like, you're all the way over there. I'm right here. But something is radiating off of me that has people attracted to the point of them wanting to wave, wanting to be acknowledged, wanting to share in that glow, in that light. And this is not attraction in romance. This is attracted human people in general, men, women, children. It never fails. It never fails. People will hold doors open, the compliments. Everyone is going out of their way to smile and to speak and to be neighborly. When you make the decision to change those things, I'm telling you, just these three things alone, you're going to see a huge shift, and you're going to start enjoying more of your life, and you're going to see good things happen for you. You are going to see them. And like I said, I'm in this, space of living my best life for real. And speaking of which, I also teach a course on it. Go ahead and grab the course. It's a mini course to help you through on to the next phase. If you follow those tips in the course, you're going to see even more transformation. Okay. All right, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Until then, I am TJ Sykes, helping you live simply and be kind, and helping you live beautiful through self-care on steroids. Smooches.